Hey guys, man, you know what? I know you said I didn't need to apologize in a comment that you made, but yeah, I can't believe I missed this, but at least I'm able to make a catch up. Um, and I know this opening you guys have seen before, but as we all know, Gaz's contest, his link will be below for those of you that don't know him, but how can you not know him? How can you not know kulfie? Anyways, that just boggles my mind. There's certain individuals on here where it's like, I mean, oh my God, they're, icons of the community. How can you not know them? But anyway, he's throwing another contest. And his is, what he's asking, the burning question of the four movies, the editions that seem to be the top, but which one is the cream of the crop of those four picks? I'm not asking us to give him alternate covers, but to give him our pick of which one that has consistently, out of their category that he's shown, burning question 1, 2, 3, and 4, which ones out of those four are the best of the best. And he also wants to see the cover arts that we have picked, and also some of our favorite horror movies, all horror related. And if we have any comparisons, also he'd like to see that too. I think I got it right. God, I hope I got it right. So I'm starting off this with some of the classics, which this cover art and the artwork that they have for these, I simply love. Here we have the Mummy. I mean, I love that. Keep moving right along so you get the glare off it. The Wolfman. Frankenstein, which is a personal favorite of mine. Got such a bad glare right there. There we go. I mean, just one of the most underrated and deserving of a remake. Creature from the Black Lagoon. I love this one. And of course, Bela Lugosi, Dracula, and The Invisible Man. I mean, these are just classic icons, and I love that. So I decided, you know what? This is the way I'm going to start this video off, is with these. So here we go. Alright, here's a little background that I have going is actually the movies that I have some multiples of. I didn't pull out all the stuff. Anyway, the thing is I wanted to show my comparisons and which cover art I preferred over the other. Here we have Halloween. We have the one with Michael Myers' face on it, and then we have the one with the blade blurring into the jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, I have more copies, but they're pretty much the same cover art, so I just grabbed these two. And I have to admit, I mean, some people would probably go for this one, but no, I like this one, okay? I like how it blurs into the jack-o'-lantern. So this is my choice for Halloween, the cover art. I'm going to go for this one. Like I said, it's not particularly that, it's the 25th anniversary edition or anything. Like I said, I have other ones, other copies that pretty much have the same artwork, but this is one I prefer. Halloween 2, Halloween 2 and 3 are real tricky for me because I love the artwork on this one, but Scream Factory came out with this I caught it, a preview of their stuff that they're going to be releasing from Thomas the 13th Wolfman, who received those little promo cards. from Karate Popcorn, which I think Karate Popcorn is an awesome name. Also, a 13th Wolfman, you know, those are just awesome names. But back to what I was talking about before, all of a sudden I forget. He showed this, you know, artwork before the DVD came out. And yeah, this is the DVD, it's not the Blu-ray. I know I mentioned to him that I was going to get the Blu-ray, but money restraints, this is what I could afford, and I really wanted this because it had so many features, special features with it. But that's not what I'm talking about. Sorry about that, to go on that little ramble. But here, things get a little complicated. Here we have this. I mean, you have this artwork right here. Sorry for that glare. You have this artwork right here, which I just simply love. And then all of a sudden you have this. Now, why would I also like that? Well, this is the thing. I remember when this, you know, when I was younger and I watched this on TV when it came out. And I was by myself. And that opening sequence, you know, during the titles, when the pumpkin's like slowly coming into the thing and it's splitting open and everything, that just freaked me out. That right there. And just seeing this pumpkin, no, it's not the same, but it brings back all those memories and stuff, and I really like this artwork. So out of the two editions, I'm going to have to go with this one, because you get the reversible artwork that is just phenomenal. You know what, we'll just skip on down to Halloween 3. And here we have this one, which, who did this one? This is from Universal, okay, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. You know, classic artwork with the three kids. This is great. And then, of course, you have Scream Factory's Collector's Edition of Season of the Witch, which, once again, is just phenomenal. I mean, this is just beautiful. You got the little... Well, I'm not going to blow it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but the dudes down at the bottom, and then reversible cover art, you have this, which is pretty much like this, but actually, when you look at it, you can see the difference, and I love how the mask of the witch's head comes up into the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, and it's just a little more crisper. Okay, I mean, there's a little more clarity. So, once again, which one do I choose? I have to go with Scream Factories. Now, you also asked what our favorite horror movies are. To give some recommendations, just to tell you what some of our favorites are. That's really hard for me. It's nearly impossible. But of the top, Return of the Living Dead is there for so many reasons I'm not going to go into. This is just for what I consider the best artwork. This is the re-release, but this is the Blu-ray release and the re-release of the DVD. The DVD re-release is pretty much the same, I believe. But out of the two that I prefer, I'm going with this one. This is the MGM, but this is the cover that here, let me see if I can get a better angle on that so we don't get the glare. Not really. Anyway, this is the one. God, that's still horrible. This is the one that I'm going for. The Return of the Living Dead. This has more of that punk feel, I have to say, and just, you know what? It just shows more. I mean, it shows trash right there, and her, of course, it's not an actual picture of trash, but that doesn't matter. Still, you got all the different zombies in the back, and you get the one with the spray paint on the tombstone. That just kicks ass. So, out of the two that I'm going for, this cover art, by far. Now, I will be right back for a much larger background and an explanation of it. Alright, well, we just came back from the smaller background, and that one was showing the comparisons between, two different things to show you which ones I preferred and the reasons why I preferred them. Now, going through my collection, God, there were so many that I wanted to include that I really enjoyed, and I really loved the cover art. But I narrowed it down because I felt, this is pretty big and I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time. But here we'll go through, and I'm not going to say something, well, maybe I will. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So, of course, I've talked about it before. Lord of Illusions. I love this cover art. Okay? It's simplistic, but it gives everything that about the story. It just, if you look at it, you can tell what the story's about. Here, this cover of Leviathan, always liked it. Theodore Bizarre, that's just a cool picture. The eyeball in the mouth and the way they did it, I just really like it. Saint Nick, enough said. Altitude, movie was okay, but this cover art is what captured me and made me want to see the movie, so I just went and bought it. The Innkeepers, that's just creepy, okay? Just creepy cover art. I have to show The Exorcist because that's always been iconic for me and it just creeped me out. Where you have the priest just standing there at night and the light shining down on him on an empty street. House of the Devil, enough said. Shockwaves, oh, that cover of Nazi zombies, I love it. Hide and Creep, this one just always cracked me up, and yeah, Ma and Pa Kettle, that's who it was. I couldn't remember. The All-American Family or whatever, that picture where you got the old man standing with the pitchfork at the farm, that reminded me of that. So, but, heck, you got, the zombie apocalypse. Tales from the Hood. And how could I not include The Howling? I simply love this cover art. Witchboard. This is another one. Now, I also, you know what? I should have included that. I didn't. Oh, well. I have different covers of Phantasm, but I prefer this one over the other one. That's pretty bland. Oh, I forgot to do that comparison. Oh, well. Sorry, Gaz. Here we have the Monster Squad. I remember seeing the poster in the theaters, and, still, this is just a perfect translation of it's the poster. It's the poster art. Earlier, we saw my picks between Return of the Living Dead, and I showed you that, but I also love this cover art for Return of the Living Dead Part 2. I could have done a comparison with The Evil Dead because I have so many different versions, but I decided, no, you know what? Ultimately, this is the one that I like the most, and that's it. Tourist Trap, that's just cool. Here's one that, I really like this cover art. This right here says a lot. Here's another one, Q, the Winged Serpent. Let's see if we can get in there so you can see, I can't even say the creature's name. Oh well. Anyways, Q, there he is carrying a woman. The way that it's drawn, just beautiful, beautiful artwork. And of course, how could you not? Well, at least for me, I've always loved that cover art of Jaws. The shark coming up with the woman swimming. This, I remember when I first saw this cover art, this creeped me out. Dead and Buried, I don't know, it's just creepy to me. Now, coming down here, these are the only editions of the Nightmare on Elm Street series that I have that shows all the various cover arts that I think are the best. Of course, there's the original Nightmare on Elm Street. Then you have Nightmare on Elm Street 2. 3, which just kicks ass. The kids all standing on the blades. 4. 5. And you know what? I even like this one. Freddy's Dead, where you got him reaching out and you got the vehicle. So there's the background. Hopefully I didn't spend too much time on it. Now for some of my favorites. Well, I don't know. I just didn't want to include them here, so I'd have to say these are the ones that I like the covers a lot. John Carpenter's The Thing, just that's always captivated my attention and always picking. I mean, here you can't see, is it a man, is it not, whatever, just the way he did it, just to me says a lot, and I've always loved this cover art. House, simple, straightforward, and awesome. Enough said. This movie was funny as friggin' hell. So offensive, but still funny as hell. I loved it. And this artwork, I mean, I would love a big poster of this one, because this is just great. It's a crazy-ass movie, but I love that artwork. Here's one I should have thrown in earlier, but I didn't. This is the Criterion edition of Island of Lost Souls. This, I mean, the movie, I wanted the movie, but when I saw this edition, I had to. When you have the melding of animal and man, and the way that they did this, it's simple, yet, I mean, shouts a very large statement about the movie. So, definitely Island of Lost Souls. Come on. Had to go with Fright Night. I have always loved this. I'm still trying to get a hold of a poster, but money's an issue. I mean, you can find it not too expensive in places, but still, I gotta pick and choose my battles, what I spend my money on, because I don't have a lot. So, but this, I've always loved this cover. Blood Diner. Now this is just a DVD-R that I have. Of course, I have the one where it's in the combo pack, but I love that. This artwork is just great. It shows the fun and everything in the movie, and it's just really cool. Still, naked karate, that cracks me up. I know the movie isn't, I mean, come on, the special effects are total crap, but Zombie Lake, this cover, this is another one I would not mind having a huge poster of in my house. So, I love the cover art on this, Zombie Lake. Chillerama. There's so much on here, and yet, it's everything about the movie. I mean, everything. Just this movie kicked ass. I'm sorry. I had so much fun with this. My wife and I were just dying laughing. This is a great movie. I really love the zombie stuff, but some of the others, they did a good job on this. Really good job on this. Have to. Okay, enough said. Okay. Now we're getting down to my final two. This I saw, and because of the artwork, I grabbed the movie. Another one of those buys like I did with Altitude, but instead of like with Altitude being an okay movie, this one I completely and thoroughly enjoyed. I thought it was very well done. And that is The Devil's Rock. I mean, this, to me, is incredible. Not the movie being incredible, but for me, the artwork, the cover art of this, with this just beautiful looking demon in a Nazi outfit, carrying, the bloody dagger and everything, just, it captivated me, and I bought the movie, even if it was to suck, which it didn't, simply for this cover art. So, that is nearing my number one. So I'd have to say that probably, this is my picks, okay? I mean, yeah, some of the other stuff is better artwork, you'd say, and stuff like that, with being hand-drawn and everything. But as far as the movie artwork, I love The Devil's Rock. And my number one pick for favorite artwork, hands down, is going to go to Creepshow. I remember as a kid going up to, I mean, even now when you go up to the things in the screens and, you know, going into theaters and you're buying the tickets and stuff like that. But these old booths like this, now they're a little bit different, but they didn't look like that. Just, you know, they were creepy. And I don't know if anyone else remembers those single booths that were like in the middle, and then you went around either side to get into the theater. And this is before they had, you know, 10 screens and shit. It was just one screen, and you went in, you bought your ticket, and you had to go around the booth. That's what this reminds me of. And this is just beautifully done. So there goes my pick for my favorite artwork, or some of my favorite artwork. Now, I know you asked the one question: what was, out of the 4 that you picked, the burning question? This is a burning question number 5 and contest. This is my entry. Which of the 4 would be my pick for number 1? Fortunately, I own the movie. Unfortunately, I don't own it with that awesome cover art that you have. So, me showing you this is not saying, oh, this is the better artwork or anything. No, it's just, this is what I have, so this is all I have to show. But, honestly, the artwork that you have on yours, I prefer much more over what I have. But this is just showing which one I pick, okay? And, oh crap, it has a different name too. But, oh well, I'll just show the thing. It's just an extra added portion of the name, but I'm going to show it. And this would be The Burning. Crap, I can't remember what the name of is the one of yours, but it shows this dude with the clippers standing just right there. I love that. This is the simplicity of everything. Just that right there is my favorite, which, fuck, I can't remember the name. I know it's The Burning something, but that's my pick, guys. I'm gonna go with that one as being my ultimate pick. As far as my favorite horror movies, I can't break it down. I mean, Fright Night, The Thing, you know, stuff like that. Zombie 2, House, Creepshow, Q, Shockwaves, Leviathan, Lord of Illusions, Phantasm, Nightmare on Elm Street, Devil's Rock. You know, I'm all over the place. Evil Dead, House, just what I've shown. But this is just artwork. I mean, there's, you know, so much more, and I really wish I could have included more in this video, but already I've taken up a lot of time, and I've probably gone way over. So hopefully I won't have to reshoot anything. But there you go. There's my entry. There's my pick for your ultimate, and I've shown you some of my choices and some of my favorites. So take care, everyone, and we'll catch you later.